Yep, it's recording now. So, gentlemen, let's start. Hello, everyone, again, and thanks for joining us today. Um, Let me share my screen just a second. And yep. So, welcome to the Standoff Virtual Guided Tour. My name is Victor, and I will be your guide for the next, I guess, an hour. And let me introduce the rest of the team. So, right now, from the field, Roman, can you hear us? Please say hello.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hi there.
okay, great. Uh, and two more colleagues from the field, live from PT Security Operations Center. Dmitry, is Dmitry online right now?
Dima is on the way.
Okay. Dmitry will join us a bit later. And from Security Operations Center to Alex.
Yes. Hi, colleagues.
Okay, great. So we will go back to you guys a bit later. Stay there. So, um, gentlemen, I will tell you what is the standoff, and the guys will show you what it exactly is just from the inside. Okay, let's go. First, all the information I will share with you uh, are available in our short quick start guide. I will attach it in the chat right now. Give me a few seconds for this. Um, just a second. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a few seconds more. And here it is. Yeah, it's in the chat. Okay, so let's go. What is the standoff? The standoff is the global cybersecurity battle. It's a cyber range event, real battle between red and blue cybersecurity teams. But instead of traditional, events like CTF, like DEF CON, and so on, Battlefield here on the standoff is not just something. Battlefield here is a mock of a smart city with a real IT infrastructure. It is based on a digital city twin and consisting of of plenty of vital city objects like a real bank, an airport, a gas station, a business center, and so on. And the main goal of the red teams here is not just bringing some flags or I don't know something like that, but hacking real IT infrastructure of real city objects. Of course, they have one more possibility to gain their score here. It's a report about it's reporting about their vulnerabilities they have found in IT systems. And what blue teams do here is, of course, reporting about security incidents, protecting these vital systems, yeah, and investigating. So, why do we do it? Why is it so important for us? What is the purpose of the standoff? Uh, as you um, as you already know, um, the standoff, it's a real chance to for the red teams to compete with the best of a kind, to gain their experience, to gain their new skills with complicated environment and real SCADA system. We will see it. Standoff. The standoff is totally sometime too much real, and it's a great chance for the red teams to finish the attack here on the standoff with no limits and stay out and stay out of jail. Yeah, uh, because here the standoff is not like penetration testing again. It's not about the CDF. Here, the red teams are have no limits. Have no limits. So for the blue teams, honestly, it's real stress for them, of course, because today on the standoff, 29 red teams, guys. Could you imagine 29 red teams are permanently attacking the IT infrastructure of our digital city twin right now, and just 6 of blue teams have to protect it, you know. But for the blue teams, of course, it's a fast track to cybersecurity skills and teamwork in a very aggressive environment. It's very aggressive again. And it's a possibility to test IT resilience and cybersecurity processes against real hackers. And for everyone else, for the society, it's a real stress test for systems which we depend on in production environment. And it's a chance to, you know, rethink cybersecurity paradigm because it becomes real. So let's not talk too much. Right now, I will switch to my colleague Roman, and Roman will show you what I'm talking about. Roman, just give me a second.
Yeah, Victor.
I will pin your video to the colleagues, and yeah,
Yeah, thank you so
here
much.
you are.
I'm not at the Quake scene or whatever you can imagine. I'm right now at the very heart of the standoff, at the center of the standoff, and the standoff itself consists of the two main parts. The first one is a virtual part where all the corporate infrastructure resides, like emailing systems, offices, computers, whatever you can imagine and see in real life. And the second part is the physical part. Let me turn the camera.
And oh,
Yeah, and here it goes. We have the recreated copy of the city. So this is the city, Mock City, which consists of 16 different objects, industrial objects, infrastructure objects, and all that has been recreated with the physical equipment you can see down below.
oh,
Yeah, so
it's
let's
real.
have a quick
Yeah.
run around the Mock City. Let's start from that point. I think it's a good start. So we've got here an oil production site, oil fields, yeah, and the storages, and the oil field itself. We've got here the oil refinery.
Oh, the water is boiling here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's a sort of a normal operation.
It's alive.
Last night it's been hacked and it was
Oh.
totally red. So let's finish the tour and we'll talk a bit more about the features. The seaport fully operational, so hackers can literally manage this crane. Yeah, you see it's moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got an gas pumping station, which feeds the power plant right there.
Wow. Oh,
So
everything is connected, yeah, with each other,
Yeah,
interconnected.
absolutely, absolutely. All the objects in this Mock City are interconnected with each other. So if the hackers somehow stop the gas pumping station operation, it will definitely affect the power plant.
Oh,
So the power plant should be stopped and no electricity in the business center. So all the offices should be shut down, etc. Yeah.
global kill
So
chain.
absolutely, absolutely. The airport,
Everything's got red.
yeah, it's got its own industrial control systems which controls the bridges, and for sure it's got an online systems, different corporate things that actually had been hacked in first hours of the battle.
Oh,
Yeah, and the final thing here is the such a big amusement park with this big ferry wheel. So
is it healthy now, amusement park? Because uh, nothing is moving there.
it's early morning, so people are coming.
Ah,
It's gonna start in, I think, in half
okay.
an hour.
It's too early
So
now.
it's
Okay.
like, yeah, it's like in a real life. So it's early morning, so it's just gonna be prepared for operation.
Okay.
And as I said, there is 16 different objects recreated in the Max City, and there is 50 different business risks associated with all the objects here. So literally, hackers, offensive teams got no any limits how to achieve these business risks. There is no flags like in normal CTFs. You can think about. No, there is no flags, just business
Okay.
risk. So hackers are not limited with the tools, techniques, and tactics how to achieve this business risk. So if they want to stop the power plant, it's up to them how to do that. And what is really interesting that with this smart city, we used different equipment from different vendors. So it's real equipment, real SCADAs used. Like here, for example, we've got an Allen Bradley.
Yeah,
On the right, we've got
it's not
a
some
big one, big
it's
guy.
not some mocks, right? It's real equipment provided
No.
by vendors.
So the virtual infrastructure, like
Yeah.
corporate stuff, is virtualized, and all the industrial stuff has been recreated. The real equipment, real SCADA systems, open source both and commercial. Like we have Siemens WinCC SCADAs, we've got a Rapid SCADA open source one. We use different equipment again. It's from Siemens, Mitsubishi Electric, Allen Bradley. This one is, I think it's this object controlled by the mixed type of the control system. It's Emerson and Siemens at the same time. So it's like in real life when you've got a mixture of different equipment and so on. And this one is often it's more like for small business. We've got a huge Siemens box. Siemens again.
That's really
This
impressive.
one is from back half. So
Yeah.
again, the hackers and offensive teams got no limits. So they've got the rules, but got no limits. They can go up to the last mile and even make a brick out from the PLC. So they could totally destroy it if they will. We appreciate this, in fact.
Okay.
It's not like a regular CTF, yeah.
Okay, Roman, you mentioned about the incidents that already happened here. Could you?
Yeah, a lot of the things happened during last night. It's the last day of the battle for sure, and we've got a lot of the risks implemented. I think half of them being implemented and achieved by an offensive team. And let's start from what happened recently. So, for example, let's get back to that oil refinery. And this oil refinery has been hacked, I think, last night. So night is a good time to do bad things. And the offensive one of the offensive teams was able to manage this technological process, which controlled by this I think this is BNDR PLC and the Rapid SCADA. And what they did actually, they here is such a cooling circuit.
Mm-hmm.
You see, it's got a quite a high
Temperature.
temperature
Yeah.
here, so
Yeah.
they literally shut this valve off,
Oh.
and
Oh.
they got the coolant stopped.
And ex-
Then it's basically it exploded. So we've got a sort of the pollution of the acid gas into the atmosphere, and basically the whole city in that emergency situation should be evacuated. But the interesting fact that at the same moment we've got an airport, which I mentioned earlier, and the hackers at the same time penetrate and hacked the online registration and online ticketing system, and basically no one was able to board the planes and fly away. So it's like like it's a bad scenario.
It was at the same time.
Yeah, quite the same time. So we've
Oh.
got, as you said, around 30 different teams, and we actually have business risks achieved at each moment. So, like, I'm pretty sure that a couple of teams at that moment trying to penetrate and control this amusement park as well, and pushing each other inside these little boxes. Well, another interesting thing that happened last night, it was the inside this amusement park. So one of the team was successful with controlling this huge ferry wheel, and they what they've done, they literally speed it up to the critical level, and the wheel itself literally went off its mountain and went right there to these trees away. So it's like a catastrophic situation, in fact. So again, it's a big difference with a standoff comparing to other type of CTFs again. So there is for sure rules to calculate results and scores, but at the same time, hackers and offensive teams got no any limits what to do.
Yeah, everything looks real, and we we already got a lot of digital industrial disasters here. Yeah.
Absolutely, and again, last
Okay.
night it was a very hot night, and one of the objects that being hacked, it was these storages, and we see here oil spill. And what's happened? Let me get back to the SCADA to explain you the details of this attack. So last night there were two teams which actually did such a thing. One of the team was successful in hijacking of the one of the sensors which measures the level in a barrel, and another team at the same time messing around with these valves.
Oh.
And eventually it came to the situation when we've got an oil spill, just because it was a sort of the malfunctioning scenario. So basically, it's again sort of the ecological catastrophic scenario, whatever you mean, whatever you will.
Okay, Roman, thank you so much. It was so exciting. Everything looks a bit too real sometimes. Yeah, a bit scary. Yeah. Okay. Gentlemen, do you have any questions to Roman? Oh, train is moving right now.
Yeah, everything is moving, even cars, traffic lights. Again, we've got 16 different objects of infrastructure and industrial companies, and everything works just like in real life. So for sure, it's visualized and simplified, but we use the real control system, and for these control systems, technological processes are very and very real.
Okay. Thank you so much, Roman, for your report, gentlemen. Probably, do you have any questions to Roman, or we can go on? Okay. You can write your questions later, or just ask aloud. And thank you, Roman. I will switch back to my presentation. Yeah, and thank you from our colleagues to you too. So, gentlemen, I will give me a second. I will unpin Roman's screen, and yes, and I'll go back to my screen. So it's not the only chance to get some information, to get some status about what's going on the standoff by calling Roman every time and asking Roman what is the status. No, it's possible. Oh, just a second, I will switch it to English. Yeah. You can get the latest information about the standoff status by following link. It's our web platform, standoff365.com. Just give me a second. I'll share this link in the chat. Yeah, here it is. So let me give you some short demo of it. So here it is. It's a main menu. Yeah, guys, can you? Yes, mute. So it's a main menu of our web platform, standoff365.com. As you can see on the top part, of this platform, all these objects, all Roman already mentioned, are enumerated here. And red ones are the objects where some of the risks were already triggered. And here you can see the number of risks, yeah, the amount of risks. Yeah, and these objects, which are dark blue, are healthy and still were not hacked. So let's click on some of them. For example, amusement park. Amusement park. If we click it, we see some information about it. We can see target defenders. It's a blue team who are protecting this object right now. And unfortunately for them, all of the cyber risks which are relevant for amusement park were already triggered. It's a leak of employee personal data, the activation of Ferris wheel control system, and so on and so on. And here, if we scroll down, we see when it happened, when this risk was triggered. Yeah, and it happened few times, as you can see. So if we click on some of the risks, we can see the hackers teams who triggered the risk. There is only one for this risk. Back to OAZ team. I think I hope I pronounce it correctly. So here you can see short description of the risk, and again target timeline when this risk was triggered. That's it. So the list of the teams you can see on the scoreboard page. Here you can see the list of attackers teams. As I said before, here are 29 of them, and 6 defenders teams. And for defenders teams, you can also see the protected targets, the objects which are protected by this team. And again, as Roman showed us before, you can see the this model of the city, our digital twin, on the battlefield tab. Right here, you see some analog of what Roman showed us before. And the red ones, again, um, mean that some of the risks were triggered here. So, just a second, I will share another screen for you guys. And yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So, just a quick short summary of the red teams and its current status for today. So, again, we have 29 red teams today on the standoff. It's cybersecurity professionals, white hat hackers, reverse engineers, and for today, as we can see, 26 business risks were already triggered since the start of the standoff, since 12th of November. Total amount of possible risks we have created on our platform this year is 45. And as we can see, initial access vectors, the most popular initial access vectors for red teams are still web applications and social engineering. Um, and two more things about the red teams. We have received already more than 400 vulnerabilities reports from the red teams. And one more interesting thing for us, red teams have already triggered two new unplanned business risks we didn't think about, we didn't know about when we were creating the standoff, and it was uh, uh, it was pretty good for us, of course. So everybody traditionally loves red teams, but let's talk about blue teams. There are only 6 brave teams who are decided to participate in this stressed battle. So these six teams are consisting of the specialists from cybersecurity departments of large companies and MSSPs. What do they do here? They have to protect all the infrastructure without any stop in 24/7 24/7 mode, 24 hours a day, and they have to do it 123 hours non-stop. This is the this is standoff lasts 123 hours for this year. So about the latest status, more than 200 incidents already reported totally in average 11 hours. It's average number of for incident investigation right now, and again 26 of incidents are attacks on web applications, more than quarter. So blue teams are free to choose the monitoring tools, the cybersecurity tools, anything they want. And as we can see, they use the selected a variety of different solutions and products provided by the variety of vendors. For example, blue teams are using same systems like HP ArcSight. Some of them are using IBM QRadar. Some of them are using Positive Technologies, Max Patrol, CM, and so on. They use vulnerability scanners, EDR solutions. They analyze and protect their traffic using NTA systems Positive Technologies, Network Attack Discovery, like solutions provided by Palo Alto and Cisco. And of course, they monitor their activity on their web applications using web application firewalls, for example, provided by Positive Technologies too. So, um, and right now I will switch to our second reporter, Dmitry. Dmitry, are you? Yeah, I see
I see
you.
you're here. Can you hear me, Victor?
Yeah, I can hear you, and I should pin Roman's video as I see. Yeah, to see you. Okay, and I will stop my presentation. Dmitry, hi. How are you?
Hi, I'm okay. And how are you?
Okay, great. There are a lot of great dashboards there. What's happening right here, there?
Right here is the Security Operations Center. Security Operations Center is the heart of the standoff because this is the team that monitors everything that happens and all the attacks that happens on the standoff. So this is the key thing for us because this is the place where we can test our products because Positive Technologies has a huge portfolio of products. And the second thing, we aggregate the whole expertise that we gain from the standoff because we have 29 teams of attackers and we have 6 teams of defenders. So this is all about the expertise that we gain from the standoff because a lot of things happened, a lot of things new happens. There are a lot of vulnerabilities are exploited and etc. So a lot of things we gain and then we bring that into our products. So
Oh,
what else? On the standoff, our Security Operations Center also monitors all the teams, all the attacks and everything, and that helps us to understand which attacks are successful or not. So we are mostly as judges on the standoff. So this is what we do. Here we can see our experts. This is the team of the experts that works 24/7. They do a lot of work for us, and
oh, yeah.
this is the team that do also our own researches based on what we found on the standoff. So talking about what you can see on the back, here is our dashboards of the products. Here you can see the sandbox. This is on the left, upper left. The standoff is the sandbox. Sandbox is the product that helps us to check the files from the traffic, also files from the mail, because a lot of emails were sent on our infrastructure, because we have the city without we have the business center. So it's all about the email. So that's why we need to monitor those infrastructure as well, and we monitor our mail servers, and also we have the traffic that we get from the web interface or from PTNet and etc. So here you can see the files that we dynamically check. We check all the files whether they have the malware or not. So come closer. Here you can see several files that are a computer worm. So this is what we detect through our sandbox. Here we can also see, this is the network attack discovery. Network attack discovery is the
Yeah, we can see. We can see it.
Yeah, you can see. So network attack discovery is our product that helps to monitor the traffic, because it's all about the traffic when we talk about the attacks. So that's why we have network attack discovery that monitors the whole infrastructure and the whole traffic that we have on the standoff infrastructure. Here you can see also there, you can see the CM. CM is the key product for us because CM aggregates the whole events and the whole and all the incidents. So here we have a lot of things to see, and CM helps us to aggregate all the events of all the security events. So we also, through this, we get the whole picture of what is going on at the standoff.
It's like the core of the security operations center, like that.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, that's right.
And Dmitry, you mentioned some thing about the expertise. Am I understand it clearly? Like all the information, all the expertise we um, take on the standoff, we are bringing it to our products, or we are adding it to that there.
Yes, you're absolutely right, because talking about the attacks that happened on the standoff, we need to aggregate all this information. Then also here we have guys that are the experts in cybersecurity, and they help us to analyze all this information. And then the analyzed information we take and then bring it to our products.
Ah,
So
okay.
that's why, yes.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so probably, is there any any of security operations center experts who are ready to tell us something? No, or they are
No, unfortunately, no, because
they are too
this
busy
is the
now.
last day. Yes, this is the last day.
Okay,
So
they are too busy now.
for now, it's just absolutely
Okay.
hot there. So
Okay,
don't know.
Dmitry, again, thank you so much for your report, and let's go back to our presentation. And I guess we can, gentlemen, we can go deeper and deeper. And right now, I'll switch to Alexei. Alex, please say hello. Alex, are you here?
Yes, hi guys.
Okay, so Alex is our own security operations center engineer, and we have a chance um, to just a second to pin your video. Yeah, to see what's going on in the security operations center, right down from the web interface of the products provided by Positive Technologies. Am I right, Alex?
Yeah, you're right. So
Okay.
for our security operations center, as Dmitry said, we have 5 products, and I will show you 3 of them. Let me switch to my screen. You can see here the CM solution. It's you can see here main dashboard, and right top corner you can see the amount of the traffic, amount of the events, which goes to our solution. This amount is not so big right now, but yesterday, for example, it was around 50,000 events per second, so it's really big. You can see the widgets and the information about attacks and amount of the incidents since 24 hours, since one day ago. So I want to tell you about one risk which was triggered by Red Team. It's the risk in amusement park. If we open the standoff platform and open the battlefield, we can see the amusement park, and we have several cyber risks which already had been triggered. But I want to tell you about the two of them, the activation of Ferris wheel control system. So what was happened? First of all,
And
Red Team.
Alex, sorry for interrupting you. Could you explain a bit, like practically what has happened there on amusement park for the real people, for the just the society?
You mean kill chain, right?
No. About what has happened, what in reality.
In reality, the speed of the wheel was so high, so
Oh,
the the control system is damaged, and people could be
and
could die, for
oh,
example.
we'll extremely speed it up. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, oh, and okay, it's a sad
And
story. Okay, let's
this
see
that
how.
story and how it was happen, I will tell.
Okay,
So first of all, one of the red team, they just exploited remote command execution from the one of the server in this infrastructure, in amusement park infrastructure. Then they just wait admin account which logged in to the real personal computer, and they just because they have a remote code execution, they just dumped his hash, and with this hash they went to the host. So they successfully log in to the host, and then they just found them. They just found the exe file, standoff shell x64, and in this file they found the binary file of the controlling the wheel. So they just tried to open the service which control the wheel, and then they open the CMD, as you can see here, and added the admin user to the host. So after that, they manage this account and added it to the local group administrators. So after that, the created user had an access to this host. And after that, they created PowerShell with a payload which opened the service, web service, as I told about before. It's service of the managing of the wheel. And after that, they just added the registry, which said about they just opened the terminal connections to this server. They then switched off the firewall and allow the remote desktop connection to the, this host. So, and after that, they just log in and opened the SCADA admin exe. It's the control service of the SCADA, and then they just switched the PLC in the SCADA system. So here you can see the network traffic about the malware which they downloaded from the internet, from the Germany site, as I can remember. And this is CM solution. And here you can see the traffic from the network attack discovery solution. You can see network attack discovery here in the main dashboard. And if we filter the information about this malware, you can see that this kek.exe downloaded from the Germany site to the victim host and just opened it then. And as I said, we could see the information about triggering PLC, and you can see it here. For example, here you can see SMB traffic, which was detected by ISIM, and then it was RDP authorized connection, as I told you about, because they had an RDP connection after the granting the account. And here you can see what was happened at finish. At finish, you have attack, and this attack said about that the PLC Phoenix was triggered, and the control system of the wheel of the amusement of the wheel of amusement park was damaged here. For this business risk, that's all. If you have question, welcome.
So, in conclusion, what was the kill chain here from the scratch?
First of all, the red team compromised one host by exploiting the remote code execution. Mm-hmm. Then they just dumping the hash from the admin, and with this hash they just tried to open the share from the local network, and before they did discovery, of course, and then opened the share with this hash and found it there the exe file with the web service which controlled the wheel. And after that, they just opened the they just downloaded the malware from their website from the Germany, which hosted in Germany, and they just opened this malware and had access to the host. Then they just added the one of the account, granted permission to the remote desktop. Then they just found that a SCADA system, SCADA controls, application which controls the SCADA, and after that they just had a remote desktop connection to the real personal computer, opened the SCADA control system, and just switch the wheel off.
Okay, and we see the a few web interfaces of PT products here, and
yes. three of them.
Three of them. It was CM, right? And CM helps.
Solution, network attack discovery solution, and ISIM. It's incident security. Industrial security incident management.
Ah, okay, got it. So CM solution helped us to to get some information what's going on the hosts, right?
Yes, on the
And
host, they just combines all events, all logs to one place, to one database, then normalize it, then aggregate and correlate.
okay.
And it could be the core in security operations center. And for example, in our security operation, yes, it is core, and all of other solutions, information from the all other solutions goes to the CEM and correlates with another logs.
All the solutions are integrated with each other, and the core of this
Yeah, of course.
is CM, Max Patrol CM. Okay, NET is integrated, ISIM is integrated, and other solutions are also integrated with CM.
Yes,
Okay.
here you can see, for example, network traffic, which went from the network attack discovery solution. And if we open, for example, this session, we just we could see the exact session which it all.
Okay, okay, got it. So that was really cool. Yeah, Alex, thank you so much for your report. Gentlemen, do you have any questions to Alex about PT products, about what's going on there on the standoff and how we see it in our security operations center right now? Don't be shy. You can um, ask it, ask your questions aloud. Just turn your mic or just write it in the chat. I guess you can see or you can use your native language, and some of the colleagues will help us to translate it in English. No problem. Okay. Thank you again, Alex.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I will go back to my presentation and we are gonna final stage. So the standoff will be run. Alex, could you mute your mic, please? Oh, sorry. Let's go back, Alex. Alex, could you?
Yes.
Yeah. So we've got one question. How this exe was detected? What about if the traffic encrypted? I guess it's about KEK exe. You show it on the screen.
Yes.
I will pin your back.
This exe file was detected by network attack discovery, and of course we have an.
Could you share your screen? Back.
This exe file was detected by the analysis of the traffic, and we had an HTTP session. From this session, we just analyzed that it was the session to the remote host with strange protocol, and this host located in Germany, and the files in the payload in.
Okay, so we can parse it. We can extract a file from the traffic, right?
Yeah, exactly. We can extract it because we analyze the traffic up to layer 7.
Ah,
So
okay.
all of these layers we could analyze and could can understand what protocol is it, what the attachment in this session, for example, which
Okay.
payload goes to the
And the second part of the question, what about if the traffic encrypted?
If the traffic encrypted, we could see the session. Of course, we couldn't see inside because we don't use SSL inspection. And if we, but we have the not technique, technology which could detect the anomalies from the HTTPS traffic. So also we could understand what's going on if we think about secured encrypted traffic.
Ah, so it's some advanced analytics, right?
Yes, it's advanced analytics, but of course we couldn't see inside what was transferred.
Just a second. Yeah. Okay, so for the encrypted traffic, as I understand you properly, for the encrypted traffic, we could see the session, we could parse it to the layer 7, the application level, but we can't extract some of the files, yeah, from it. But we have some advanced analytics provided by PT. It's our own, yeah, it's our own technology.
It's our expertise, which you can use out of the box, and we just fill it up every release, every
Update it.
yeah, we updated it, and you can use it out of the box in your infrastructure, for example.
Ah, okay, great.
But actually, the main purpose and the main way to install your network attack discovery solution in your environment, in your infrastructure, is the installation after the SSL decryption. So first of all, if you have, for example, a VPN or something else, maybe another encryption. First of all, you just install the solution which can decrypt the traffic, and then you install the network attack discovery to see what is inside traffic, which already decrypted.
Okay, got it. So PTNet is used. I don't know. Is installed on the network traffic copy. Yeah, I guess.
Yes, of course. You can
span.
use span protocol, span port from your network devices, and just see what is going on in your network.
Got it. Thank you so much, Alex. Please please stay there. Probably the gentlemen have any questions to you, gentlemen? Any other questions to Alex about PT products, about what happened here in the amusement park, probably? Okay. Thank you again, Alex. Stay there. Stay there. Okay. I will unpin your video again. and switch to my screen. All right. So, gentlemen, in conclusion, our cybersecurity battle will be run till 17th. Will be run until today, and I guess it's in 11 GMT, 11 a.m. GMT. It's the end of the battle. Just we should wait a bit, few hours more, and a few hours later, in 3:30 p.m. GMT, we will reward the best teams, the best red and blue teams in our winners award ceremony. Uh, this ceremony will be online broadcasted on the web platform I showed it to you before, standoff365.com. Please, you are welcome to join us. And in conclusion, right in the middle of December, we are inviting you in our online event, the Standoff Recap. I will share the link with you. Just a second. Just a second, and here it is. So, it will be the event where we will share you the top attackers tactics which were used during the standoff. We will share you the latest trends the hackers and blue teamers were used during our big event, and we'll give you some recommendations. We'll have some discussions about how to detect hackers today, and more useful information for you. Please, welcome to join us, and I hope we will see you in the middle of December. So this is it, gentlemen. Thank you for your attention today. Thank you for your time, and it's time for your questions if you have it, if you have them.
جماعة يعني ما حدا يخجل، يعني ممكن تسألوا أي شيء. Don't be shy. I think there is no question.
Okay, so guys, thank you again, and have a nice day, and I hope we'll see you on our standoff recap again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you all.
Bye.